जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए तू देना साथ मेरा वो हमनवा न कोई है न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा तू देना साथ मेरा वो हमनवा हो चांदनी जब तक रात देता है हर कोई साथ तुम मगर अंधेरों में ना छोड़ना मेरा हाथ जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए तू देना साथ मेरा
Presenting the brand new Platinum Meteos, the most dependable sedan for your family.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Well, as we were saying, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who turned 66 today, celebrates his birthday in his home state, Gujarat, and he visited Gandhinagar earlier this morning. CNN News 18's Meghdut Sharon is in Surat, and he joins us now. Meghdut, what's on Prime Minister's birthday agenda today?
Of course, early in the morning at around 7 a.m., Modi drove down to his brother's house, that is Pankaj Modi's house in Gandhinagar, met Hirapa, sought her blessings. And then after that, he's presently at the Raj Bhavan, where he's meeting dignitaries, including the Chief Justice of India. Several others from the party are also meeting him, giving him his birthday wishes. Then through the day, he goes to Limkhera, that's in Dahod district, the tribal heartland of Gujarat, where he inaugurates a lift irrigation scheme for tribals. And later on, at around 3:30 to 4, he's expected to be at Navsari. Navsari is where several hundred differently abled people will be given benefits. Also, a world record is being set for the largest number of people who will get these benefits. Also, 989 lamps were lit up yesterday. That is also another record. After that, at about 5:30, 6 o'clock is when he leaves for Delhi from Surat.
Well, Meghdut, thanks for getting us all those details. Now, the government has taken the lead as far as boosting pulse production and checking prices are concerned. A panel led by Chief Economic Advisor Arvind Subramaniam called for raising the support price by up to 1,000 rupees per quintal and lifting of the export ban and stock limit. Besides promoting genetically modified crops, not just that, the panel also suggested an extra allocation of 10,000 crore rupees to the procurement agencies to buy dal on war footing. My colleague Rituparna Bhuvan, who caught up with Subramaniam earlier, he told him that a steady increase in pulses would keep inflation in check.
Only by improving the incentives for production can you increase the supply in the medium term. So the MSP will serve to increase supply, and that's why we think it may seem counterintuitive. That's why I don't think it'll have any impact on inflation in the medium term.
Now, after 2 drought years, is rural India getting its mojo back? CNBC TV 18's Ronojoy Banerjee travelled to Alwar in Rajasthan, and which is a hub for mining and agriculture. Now, both these sectors have been faltering over the past 2 years. So, are any green shoots really available? Here is this very special report.
CNBC TV 18, the festive pulse meter, and I'm in Alwar, Rajasthan, a place that is sandwiched between Jaipur and Delhi. In fact, if you go 150 kilometers up north, you hit Jaipur, 160 kilometers down south, you hit Delhi. So it's pretty much equidistant from the two places. The reason why we picked Alwar is not because of the magnificent forts and palaces, but because the Alwar economy is rather unique. It rests on 3 important pillars. It rests on agriculture, it rests on mining, and it rests on industry. In fact, not very far away from here, Bhiwadi is a place where there are approximately 10,000 odd industrial units over there. The last 2 years have not been particularly good because of the overall drought. But this year, things are looking up. There seems to be, as you can see around me, I'm in fact in the Hope Circus market, which is the largest market here in Alwar. There is a pulse clearly, but are customers really willing to spend their money?
It has not been the best of times for Alwar, a region with a population of around 450,000 people. Being in an eco-sensitive zone, earlier this year, the National Green Tribunal had come down heavily on illegal mining in the region and banned it. Though welcome from an environmental standpoint, the move, however, has hit the region hard since a big chunk of its population is directly or indirectly dependent on it. The other big source of income, agriculture, too has come under stress due to 2 back-to-back years of drought. In fact, locals say that even before the droughts, the agriculture pain was evident since land holdings have shrunk substantially as families expanded. In the backdrop of these issues, I decided to start my day by checking into the demand appetite for motorcycles and scooters, a key indicator of the underlying economic health of the region. Hero MotoCorp is a dominant player here, with its fill it, shut it, forget it, value for money bikes enjoying a market share of 70%.
So how is demand really looking like on the ground? I'm outside 2 showrooms, Mahindra and Mahindra and Hero MotoCorp, 2 very important rural or semi-urban brands to really understand what demand is looking like on the ground. Are customers willing to loosen their wallets ahead of the festive season?
Alwar is an agriculture and a mining community, and we have had some wonderful years. We have seen times where customers would actually get on to lorries to get their bikes down, and that was the kind of demand Hero had. And Hero had almost 80% plus market share here in Alwar, and I would say that's not changed much. We still definitely are market leaders by leaps and bounds. But what has really happened is that we now have reached out to the customers. So we have a secondary channel, and we are now trying to go as near the customer as possible. So we have a lot of rural setups for customers where customers can actually go there and buy.
M&M is another brand that resonates strongly with the locals here. Remember I said how land holdings are shrinking? Well, that has prompted the younger folks in agricultural families to branch out on their own and make the extra buck. Products like the Bolero, Maximo are often bought not just for personal uses, but also to ferry people around.
I'm right now outside the most famous mall of the Alwar region. In fact, I will soon be meeting the CEO of the largest real estate company. Remember, October, November, December, these 3 months are very, very important for the real estate market because these 3 months alone account for 50% of the total business these guys make in 1 year. So how is the real estate market like? What is the appetite of brands in this region? Walk with me as I find out.
मेरा मानना यह है कि इस साल काफ़ी बेहतर होना चाहिए। एक तो यह है कि बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो पहले थीं वो अब नहीं हैं। बाज़ार में बहुत बड़ा बदलाव आने वाला है। यानी जब से सरकार बदली है, केंद्र में भी बदली और लगभग उसी समय राजस्थान में भी बदली है, तब से एक सेट ऑफ जो पॉलिसी चेंजेस चले आ रहे हैं, उससे एक तरफ तो ऐसा हुआ है कि एक टेम्परेरी सेटबैक हुआ है रियल एस्टेट को, लेकिन अब वो धीरे धीरे एक स्थायित्व लेने लगा है।
As my final stopover, I went to Alwar's oldest and largest market, the Hope Circus Market. Its primary business is in jewelry and sweets. Jewelry demand is an important indicator of the underlying strength of the economy, as higher the disposable income, the more will be the love for the precious stones. While agreed the last 2 years have not been easy, and I almost half guessed that it may not be the best of times for jewelers, but I was not prepared at exactly how dismal the demand outlook really looked on the ground.
Right now, it's very disastrous. Business is going very slow these days.
But why? Like what? How low is the business?
I must say it is like 60% down from last year.
More than half of India lives in regions like Alwar that is neither fully rural nor entirely urban. While the drought and the mining ban have hit demand, it has done little to dampen the spirits.
Well, the CNBC TV18 festive pulse beater clearly has thrown up a mixed bag. While the auto industry locally is a lot more sanguine this year, they believe that sales will be a lot better than what they've seen in the previous 2 years. Same with the real estate market. It's, however, a disaster as far as the jewelers are concerned, but they're still keeping their fingers crossed that with the coming Dhanteras, they will see a turnaround in their overall fortunes. Unfortunately, we've completely run out of time and we need to head back to Delhi now. But how could we go back without trying the very famous milk cake of Alwar? They don't have a sugar-free version, but then who cares? In Alwar with my camera person Rajinder Singh, this is Ranajay Banerjee.
And it's been all about the Apple this week with the iPhone mania hitting fever pitch in the United States. Apple has moved some extra iPhones to its stores to meet the soaring demand. CNBC's Josh Lipton captures the iPhone craze in California.
This Apple store right behind me here is going to open up in just about 1 hour. Now, I did catch up with the first guy online.
More and more people don't have their point-and-shoot cameras, don't have a DSLR with them when they need to take pictures, so more and more they use their mobile phone to take pictures, and the better camera, better low-light pictures, better action pictures, better distance pictures.
Besides the camera, these new phones are faster, about 40% faster than the 6S. Display is 25% brighter, improved water resistance, and longer battery life. Also, no headphone jack. Apple executives say that's because they need more space to pack in greater technology into these phones. Also, they obviously believe they can deliver you a better audio experience with those new wireless AirPods. Investors have recently bid up Apple stock. It touched a 9-month high this week, thanks to those better-than-expected pre-order numbers and maybe the continued pressure that rival Samsung is under. Now, CEO Tim Cook has been known to make a guest appearance at this store right behind me. No signs of Cook yet, but we'll keep you guys posted. Back to you.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Business Saturday. Stay tuned to CNBC TV at 8.
Get up to rupees 15,000 off on international flights. Book now on yatra.com.